Hello, welcome to My Story with CareCredit, where real CareCredit cardholders share their stories of life-changing healthcare. CareCredit's a leading national healthcare credit card that can enable you to get many of the procedures and treatments you want or need now and pay over time with promotional financing on purchases of $200 or more. CareCredit is accepted at hundreds of thousands of locations nationwide to pay for care for you, your family, and your pets. I'm your host, Amy Freena. Today we speak with Sara, a cat lover who says she was able to spend more time with her cat thanks to CareCredit. Here's her story.
My name is Sara. I've been a CareCredit cardholder for 5 years, and this is my story. I found the perfect little black kitten. She was just so warm and gentle and amazing. I loved her very, very much. All of a sudden, she was going to the bathroom all over the rug in my living room. I found an emergency vet that was open 24 hours, and I went and we immediately started testing her. The clerk at the vet, she recommended CareCredit. In a moment where, you're so desperate to save your baby's life, it was like a miracle. Even though she was sick, I'm so grateful to CareCredit that they gave me a few more months with her. Having that peace of mind, knowing that I did everything that I could, really means the world.
Sara, thank you so much for joining us. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited to hear your story. So let's start from the beginning. When did you first hear about CareCredit?
I first heard about CareCredit about 5 years ago.
Okay.
I had a kitten, and she had randomly gotten really sick.
Okay.
And it was, the bill wound up being a little more extensive than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be something really simple, and it wound up being pretty complicated.
Okay.
And at the time, I was a cosmetology instructor, so I didn't make a lot of money.
Okay.
And I had just moved into a new apartment. I was financially kind of strapped.
Right, of course.
I was expressing this to the receptionist at the vet, and she told me about CareCredit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to know the kitten's name.
Her name was Bastet.
Bastet.
Yes.
How did you come up with that?
Bastet is an Egyptian goddess. She's
Okay.
the goddess of cats.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Makes
But
sense.
she's a beautiful, sleek black kitty.
Okay, so you are probably at the vet a little bit panicked, a little bit upset.
Yes.
A little bit like, what do I do for my beloved kitty? So what
Yeah.
happened? Did you end up applying right then and there?
I did.
Okay.
I applied right there. I immediately got approved.
Okay.
Which was, such a relief.
Uh-huh.
At that point, it's like, any amount that I can get, please just give it to me.
Right, of course.
Yeah. And, but yeah, I got approved, and we were able to, get all this testing done and start getting, it wasn't treatment.
Okay.
But start getting everything underway. She needed to see an internalist, and she needed to get CAT scans and, all the crazy stuff. They had to pull fluid from her kidneys, and it was intense.
Gosh, wow. So the promotional financing probably gave you peace of mind and enabled you to make the decision to go ahead and get the card, and let's just do the full workup. I want to know what's wrong with my baby.
Right, exactly. Knowing that I was able to, spread out those payments without having anything compounding on top of that, was a huge relief, especially with my finances being sort of tied up.
Right.
Yeah.
We all understand.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what happens next?
In the very beginning, she was totally like a playful, sweet little baby. She was amazing. And then my friend came to visit, and she started, not my friend, the cat. She started peeing on my bed, and I was like, okay, something's wrong with her. She's not
wants your
feeling
attention,
good.
yeah.
Yeah. So I took her. I took her in. I thought it was going to be like a UTI, because I've had that happen with cats, and but they said that that there was a possibility that she had a virus called FIP. It developed into the dry version of it.
That had to be so hard.
Yeah, it was intense.
Yeah,
it was
I bet.
pretty crazy.
I bet.
It was it was heartbreaking, you know,
Yeah.
but I worked all the time, and I, you know, every second that I was home, all she wanted was to just curl up in my lap.
Yeah, and that's all you wanted to? Let me
And
take
that's all
care of you?
and I didn't care. I had my cat pee outfit.
You did?
That, like, because sometimes she would just go while she was on me, and I was like, that has to be fine.
Yeah.
Like, this is my baby, and I'm gonna just let it happen. It's okay. So yeah, so I was getting ready for work, and she was laying on my bed, and I looked over at her, and she kind of looked at me, and her head just went like this. It just like dropped back, and I was like, oh my God. And I ran over to her, and she was alive, but like all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she couldn't hold her head up.
Oh my gosh.
And I called the vet, like hysterical, you know.
Of course, yes.
And he told me, he was like, it's time, you know, it's time to bring her in. And
gosh.
you know, he's like, I know you tried so hard, but you know, it's time to let her go. And so I went in, and you know, they took her in the back and got her all ready, and they brought her out, and they let me hold her.
That's so hard.
Yeah, and she went peacefully. I don't know, it was honestly kind of traumatic.
Yeah.
I hope that it was okay for her. You know, I hope that it wasn't painful or scary is really the thing. But
Sara, thank you so much for sharing your story. We really appreciate it.
thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for joining us on My Story with CareCredit. If you're interested in applying for the CareCredit credit card or want to find a provider in your area who accepts CareCredit, visit us at carecredit.com.